Today, we have with us Dr. Shalaka Patil, a seasoned genetic counselor, boasting over 9 years of certified expertise. Her illustrious career spans prestigious hospitals and cutting edge healthcare industries, showcasing interests in the realms of research, biotechnology, cell culture, life sciences, and genomics. She is a proud alumna of D.Y. Patil University, Mumbai. Dr. Patil is not just a great professional in her field, but also a dedicated admirer of numerous CEOs who have inspired her in her own life.
Thank you for having me in this and giving me this kind of opportunity to talk to everybody, every woman out there.
Start with something very basic. I'll take you back to the your initial years. So my first question is, what what inspired you to be in this field? What inspired you to become a certified genetic counselor?
So it started from when I was in the college and in the school, I would say. When we studied genetics, that was a very simple subject, like one of the subject in our college or school. So from that time, I was little bit interested, like what is genetics and how it comes and everything like that. Plus, I like personally, we have a family history for hemophilia. So that was one of my interests because we have seen like deaths in the family because of this kind of genetic disorder, right? But back then we didn't know, like there was no awareness about this kind of disorders. So we lost many people in my family, right? So that was one of the kind of curiosity, like how it comes. And they say it is from the royal disease. It is kind of that royal blood, whatever disorder,
Yeah.
right? So I was little bit curious ki how it come to our family, right? And we were not aware of it. What should be done to stop this kind of, disease to transfer to the next generation. So since then I was struggling with understanding of genetics. Like I wanted to study genetics, but at that time it was not that much, the awareness was like, yeah, popular. It was not popular as well. And then, but I got the very interesting subject called genetic engineering in DY Patil, Mumbai. So that's what the thing was. I got that time I also got opportunity to do this clinical research, but I chose genetic engineering because of my personal interest. So I did the job, like and plus I have done some of the research work in NIRRH as well. Some of the what do you say, projects or something like that. So I felt it was really interesting to work in the lab. And that time, you are when you are young, then so you need to do something. You want to change the whole world and do this and that. I was that kind of a kid. Always, like I have been always like this, like very curious, very enthusiastic, and I love to work. I'm very focused. And the problem with me, I would say problem only, my like I love my professional life more than any, and I focus on my professional life more than other things. I understand that everybody has families and everything, but still my focus still now it has not changed. I'm still that much, like when I was too young I was focused in my career. Till now I'm focused in my career. So that is the thing. And then after doing genetic engineering, after doing the research work and all, I thought somewhere that uh, I should, because I'm a good communicator. So I can talk to people. I want to understand the problems in the like whatever people are facing, because we have faced the same problems in our family, and there were nobody to answer, our queries. Or what happens. You sometimes you do not need a doctor. You need a person who should understand the feelings of the family, what they're going through, and everything like that. Yeah, doctors are very important though, but just a kind of, when you it comes to some kind of counseling thing to ask any question what they want. So I got and I didn't know about this term called genetic counselor. It was introduced to me by a company, Datar Cancer Genetics. Called me that can you join as a genetic counselor. Back then, I didn't have any kind of idea what kind of like job is this. So they were like, it is you have genetic knowledge, right? And you have worked in lab as well. Now the thing is that whatever you have worked, whatever you have done, it is a good opportunity to express it to the what do you say, patients. Like, you can communicate with the patients, and if you know the detailed of everything about genetics, so that it will be an easy job for you to do, to communicate. And basically great opportunity to understand what uh, kind of job it is, what a counselor exactly does. And there also I got extremely amazing people who educated me about everything. I loved my journey like that because I have got good mentors in my life. That is very important. Why I say lucky? Because if you're hardworking, sometimes your hard work does not count. Nobody is there to, appreciate you. Nobody is there to motivate you. But in my case, there were people who were like, even now, they motivate me, they inspire me, they love me for what I do. So everything is there. That's why I say I'm lucky. Okay, so from that, my journey of genetic counselor started. And then as a mostly I was working in preventive genetics, what do you say, personalized genetics. Okay, so I was working as a genetic counselor from then. And then I continued doing the same job in different companies. Yeah. And then I have also, I was very keen for this IVF, in vitro fertilization thing. And I did my embryology course as well for 1 year. So you can call me as a embryologist as well. Yes. So I have studied that because again, like the thing with me is I'm very curious, and I love to learn things. So whether it is like important in my professional life or not, but I would love to do certain or learn certain things that I'm curious of. So I did that as well. But because of doing this small courses or anything like that, learnings, it is like it is giving me a great knowledge, and I am able to educate people more about everything, even my juniors. So because of that, maybe I inspire people because I have done many things. So that is my journey of. And then I did my PhD. My PhD topic was again genetic research only on kind of disorders, mental disorders, and everything like that. Is a vast subject. So I again I loved it. I loved the journey as well. Again, I got great people who helped me out in because it was not a wet lab PhD. It was a dry lab. It was just doing taking cases, cases and all. So I did my PhD in that because of course I wanted to do job plus PhD. uh, so that is why I did the PhD, and now I'm a doctorate, so I'm really very happy.
I think that is very important, having mentors in your life. It is very, matlab, like when I joined, matlab, like for 2 years, I had no direction. I feel that. And then some people entered my life who turned out to be, who are still there. They're just great mentors. And and you are at the stage when you can also mentor other people.
Yes.
So it keeps on going. It is a cycle, and it is very important one. Next question is that were there any challenges, particular instances that made you feel like an outsider in your own field, the field that you have been working for such a long time? Have
Okay.
have there been those instances?
Yes, there are many. Till date I feel sometimes that yes, I'm mocked, and people from the industry, I don't know, I'm not in like touch with everybody because I'm doing some different things from them.
Yeah.
Nothing personal, but yeah, I still feel sometimes that and the struggle comes from first struggle comes from your family. Family in the sense, as a woman,
Yeah.
we are brought up like that, that you have
Yeah.
this certain responsibility, you have this role in your family and you have to do it. So your professional thing is a secondary thing.
Secondary.
So many places in India, we are born like that, right? And we have seen our mothers
Yeah.
doing all that things. Prioritize your families, prioritize your children, prioritize your husband, everything, right? Um, but some people are there like me, who I always felt that my professional life or my studies is my first priority. uh, it does not mean that I do not
Yeah.
like my family
Fair
or love
enough.
my family. I love everybody in my
Yeah.
family, but I love my profession more, because this profession, as a genetic counselor, has made me wise, I guess. How I'll tell you, when I see my family, okay, it is my family, it is my what do you call, cocoon or something like that, right?
Hmm.
But when we try to understand people and their problems,
Empathize. Yeah.
how much, yes. So basically I am a person who wants everybody to be happy. So apart from my family, when I talk to people, I become their family. So I have still I get calls from my patients, like maybe 5 6 years ago when I counseled them. Again, they will contact
Yeah.
me to give some good news as well, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe if they are feeling
Just share
anxious
their
or something like that.
experiences. Yeah.
Yes, I share this experience to everybody. So I guess in my industry also, in community, genetic counselor community, I don't think so people knows me, like who am I
Hmm.
exactly. Because there is one reason as well. Because of my some because of my job, I couldn't go to each and every seminar or something like that. Because of that, maybe people does not know me as a person, but I would love to communicate with them as well. But what make me wiser and what I love about my job is talking to people, understanding their problems, how I can solve their problems in any case, right? So this kind of things are there, and I had got a very great man, like a mentor in my journey, was Dr. Nyandev Chopre. He also had this kind of NGO for Down
Hmm.
syndrome children. So and I was teaching in his institute to small children as well, making them aware about genetics and genes and DNA and everything. So basically I love my job because I love talking to people, and struggles are always there, right? My Of course, as a woman, everybody thinks that I should be home and I should not travel. I should be home by 6, maybe 7. uh, I think okay, their expectations are not wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody has this expectation from women, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think nowadays you can try to draw a line, I guess. So, I'm not a feminist or something like that. Feminism in a nicer way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not saying that we do not need our family, we do not need a man or something
Yeah.
like that, but in a nicer feminism, in a nicer way, that okay, you do everything what people wants you to do from your family, but first you take care of yourself, you do it
True.
for you, and then other comes, like maybe people will have like husband, children, family, mother, father, in-laws, everybody, brother, sister, because of women have to see everybody, right?
Yeah.
So I would like to tell them that, okay, everybody is there,
Yeah.
but at the end of day, you should be like, okay, this thing I have done it for myself.
Yeah.
I have done things for people in the family, but yes, today it starts from today, right? Today I have done this certain thing for myself. I went to office. There was some party in the office. I went to the party, and I'm not feeling guilty about it. If I'm
Yeah.
going, back to home around 10, 11, 12, whatever. So it
Okay.
is. It should be every time. It should be your choice, right? Because I we had some incidences in our family where we lost people, right? And I'm not going very harsh, but I'm just saying, कहते हैं ना कोई किसी के पीछे नहीं जाता है,
Yeah.
in a deeper manner, okay?
Yeah.
So yes, sadness or what do you say, grief, everything
Grief.
is
Yeah.
there. Yeah, everything
Yeah.
is there. We are human, we have emotions, right?
Yeah.
But we uh, we don't stop breathing
Living.
when
Yeah.
somebody is not there.
We don't
We
need
don't
to.
stop.
Yeah.
Life goes on, right? So
Yeah.
yes, people are very important. And basically what I think, if you're not taking care of yourself or your
Hmm.
happiness, nobody
Yeah.
is
Nobody else will.
responsible for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you are
True.
responsible for your own happiness,
Yeah.
and you should create it. That is
Yeah.
the only thing. You can create your family outside as well. It is not, for me it is nothing like professional or personal family.
Yeah.
It is family for me. Even each and every patient of mine is my family, because
Hmm.
if they are calling me again, because
Yeah.
I gave them that warmth of the family, right? That I'm there. So if uh, and this is the very beautiful thing that I've learned. You meet a stranger, you talk to them, you understand their problems, and just tell them that, okay,
Yeah.
no problem, I'm
Everything will
there.
be okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Everything will be okay, and I'm there. So I'm there is a thing, I guess. What I
Yeah.
want to emphasize is, it is very important in everybody's life.
It
Someone is
is.
there. Maybe practically it is possible or not, I really don't know. But
Listen.
to hear this kind
Yeah.
of things, that I
That
am
one
there, is a
sentence. Yeah.
big thing. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have seen people crying
Yeah.
when I say don't worry, sometimes, because we get some kind of patients who can't afford kind of treatments or medications. They do not want to do the test because of the financial issues as well. So
Yeah.
when you say don't worry, I'm there, I'll do something,
Yeah.
so that word matters a lot. So this is a very small thing to do, as a human
Yeah.
as well. So I am kind of professional plus a very very emotional person, where one word I say, and they feel like, okay, she's a really nice person, but that is a different thing.
Yeah.
But I have learned this: if we make people happy, at the end
Yeah.
of the day you'll feel happy, and you'll
Yeah.
think that I have done something good for anyone, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
I'd like to emphasize here that your personality is like that only. It is it is that open that people feel like they can share their problems with you. They can be, that some people have that aura around them, and you're one of them. So that adds to your the layers that you have created, and it is
Yeah, thank
yeah.
you.
And the reason I'd just like to add here, the reason why she's saying that she needs to be home is because क्या कहते हैं, she is you're living in Delhi right now. You're because you have a job here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, you can tell us about that also, about your, where you grew up and your like what cities you have been in for work. Yeah.
Okay. So my journey is little bit crazy, I'll say. Okay, I am born and brought up in Amravati. It's a small district in Maharashtra, okay, near
Hmm.
Nagpur. If people know Nagpur, they must know Nagpur, right? So it is
Hmm.
a very small, kind of small town that time. Now it is kind of little bit good, but that time it was small town and same mentality in the sense, same environment, like, okay, a girl should be this or
Yeah.
that. Everybody used to tell us, right? And I come from a very conservative family, by the way. So my struggle started from that. So to fight with your own people is the hardest thing to do.
Hmm.
Okay. But I think if you're passionate enough and you know what you want to do for the society, and if you have that passion for society or creating some kind of difference or awareness, you should take some steps, right? So, since when I was young and I understood certain things in a very young stage of life,
Hmm.
that, okay, at the end of the day, you are the only one for yourself. No
Hmm.
one is there.
Yeah.
Whether it is your mother, father, sister, brother, husband, children, everything.
Hmm.
Because when they get the opportunity, they'll fly. Okay.
Yeah.
Same with everybody. So why
Yeah.
don't you? That was constantly,
Good
that is the
question.
one thing. Yes. So that is the only one thing always, creates this thing in my mind. What do you call anything like disturbance or something like
Yeah.
that, right? So plus I love myself and I love to be like this, like whoever I am, and I want, I of course explored myself as well,
Hmm.
you can say spiritually as well,
Yeah.
and it gave me a very different insights of being human. Okay, so it is about the whole universe, I would say. And
Hmm.
I love people. Basically, I love people and I want, them to be happy. If there is something wrong in their life, I would love to hear that out, not for any kind of, different things, but to understand their pain or problems, so that I can, make them understand, or if I can make any kind of change in their, life and make them happy, that is the most happiest thing for me. No one from my family is that well, like studied or something like that. Everybody got married at the early age and everything like that. So personally, I don't want to go into it, but yeah, I can give you some sort of, clarity.
Yeah.
Even studying in Pune or Mumbai was
Hmm.
a difficult task for me, because when I got my MBBS seat in Amravati, and I
Really?
left it.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
So
That's a
there is
big
one college
decision.
called Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar College in
You
Amravati,
left the seat
PDMC.
वहाँ पे.
Yes.
What? Man, damn them.
Because I was that time, I didn't had mentor that time what to do exactly,
Hmm.
and I just wanted to do this genetic thing.
Yeah.
So, and that time my parents were really, furious,
Upset.
because of
Yeah.
course
They have to
anyone
be.
can be, right?
Yeah.
And I chose this, biotechnology, and they even didn't know that I have given some kind of entrance exam. And when I got to know that I was in top 5 list in Bharati Vidyapit, and I was like, okay, now I should tell them, and I should,
Yeah.
go, because I love research that time,
Yeah.
that kind of, like, अच्छा clone होता है, clone कैसे बनता है, so something like that. I was very curious in that. I'm not regretting anything,
It worked out.
but for, yeah, it worked out for me. So basically, my family see, everybody is, and I'll be very practical on everything, as I'm a very emotional being, but still, practically everybody is working for money, right? So that is not a, different thing or something I'm
Yeah.
saying very wrong. Everybody down the line is working for good, financial thing. So
Hmm.
their thing was, okay, if you're a MBBS doctor, you'll be financially very good, you will earn well, you'll do this, that. you'll have family with doctors, like next family with doctors, you'll get married to a doctor and all. So that I was a little bit confused, but I don't know how I took this kind of step, which was totally against my family. Nobody from my family came to my college, and I was, yeah, alone. Only my father came once, and he just saw the college and he was like, okay, whatever, do whatever you want to do. Anyways, you're not gonna listen to anybody. So that was, and after that, they didn't even, talk to me for some some time. Yeah, they were so furious. But I can understand. But now when I say, see, you wanted to like me to become a doctor, I'm doctorate. So you can put doctor in front of my name.
Something I tell my parents.
Yeah. So I did my PhD. This was again a different things, because my father wanted Dr. Shalaka Patil. He was like, I want to see you as a
Yeah.
doctor. I was like, see, now I'm a doctor, be happy. So now he is somewhere happy. Not happy, but little bit happy. My father is always like that.
Yeah.
He won't be happy. Like if I'm in a particular position now, uh doing some good things, still he'll be okay,
They
ठीक है,
don't
okay.
understand. There's a lack of information that they're not able to understand what you really do. So they're not able to digest it. So उनको जितना पता
Maybe.
होता है वो उतने में they're okay with it,
Ah,
which is
they're
fine.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is fine to me. So this do not upset me. It used to
Mhm.
upset me, and I felt really bad sometimes that okay, yeah, I'm not doing anything for my family and all. But again, while studying, and again, it was always there, like talking to people.
Mhm.
Uh, they gave me a different idea of having your own passion, having your own sort of thinking. Whatever your family is thinking doesn't mean that you should think like that, right?
Yeah. True.
So
True.
I chose my own path, and now after 8 9 years, I can say I am little bit successful. I have stepped up a little bit
Not
on
little
that
bit.
ladder.
Yeah, you can cut little bit part. Sorry, you have to. You can say you are successful. You should.
But no, my goal, or my whatever I can say, dream is totally different. Um, I would love to tell you, but not right now. I'm
Yeah,
on
no,
it.
we keep it a
I
secret. We'll.
so I love, you know to be a person. I want to be in that position where if somebody comes to me, because I've seen people who cannot afford small things, right?
Mm.
So I want to be in that position where, apart from my needs, my family
Mm.
needs, I can help them
Like,
out
yeah.
monetarily. So emotionally, I'm always available for everyone, but
Mm.
sometimes emotions are not that enough,
Not that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to be in that position where I would, monetarily help them, and whatever they ask me, okay, if it is very important for their family, it should be on me, that okay, I will do it. Do not have, you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
So I have this, a dream of becoming a person uh, who will be in the position to help others.
True.
Right now, still I'm not in the position of helping others. Still I do
Mm.
certain little things like NGOs, and doing some stuff for them,
Mm.
children, like
Yeah.
even adults. So yeah, I do that, but still I'm not that in that position that I can give. I'm still a learner. I'm not giving anything to anyone, so I would love to do that. I guess that is my dream, and when it will be like become true, that time I guess I would love to say that I'm successful.
Okay.
So
That's a noble cause.
yeah, but my I guess my life is right now in that direction only. So
Which
yeah,
is
my
good.
family is always there, and I guess everybody not understands, but trying to understand me as a human being,
Mm.
how I am. Because I guess people misunderstands me. I guess sometimes I'm very upfront. Like I was saying, everybody works for money, so that is a very practical thing, and people think that okay, she is not that, maybe I don't know, my sometimes they people think that I'm arrogant or I'm egoistic. I'm not. I'm a very normal person. It is just that I'm a little bit impulsive, I would say, and I'm very upfront with everybody. So if I like something, I like something. If I don't like something, I am like totally, it will be on my face. I'm not liking it. You, anybody in the whole world, even a child can tell that I'm pissed or I'm not happy or I'm very happy. So it is on my face. Whatever it is in there, it is on my face. So maybe because of that, if somebody is talking to me and I'm not in a good, state, maybe because of that, I have done some mistakes in the sense, people do not understand me, I guess, like that. But again, I would like to tell the whole community that I'm a very normal person.
Yeah.
So
No, don't worry about that. We know you are a normal person.
so I'm not egoistic, I'm not arrogant. It is just that I love my work, and I try to be
Make sure.
myself. Or
Yeah.
yeah. So every time I'm working, and some people are very close to me, like from the industry, like genetics and genomics is very small group, right?
Yeah.
Very good people are, like I talk to them on a daily basis, like you.
So I'll move on to my next question about this will be about your career. So any instance or any time span that you felt that it was the turning point in your journey as a genetic counselor.
Yes. Yeah, this is the very important question or a thing to discuss, I guess. So my journey in genetics started from preventive genetics. Okay, till now preventive genetics is not that uh, people or doctors are okay with it. They are not okay with preventive genetics, and my journey started with preventive genetics. Somewhere because of that also, I felt that I'm not in the group, or I'm not like people discusses their cases and everything. I didn't had any, because I was working in a preventive genetics thing. So when actually, and then I started doing some things, like learning some things, and but it what it did is it made me little bit upset or anxious, or what do you say, I was not able to understand anything, that I'm not able to do, because these people, other people were already there. Still I was their senior, but still because of like the learning or the job thing, I couldn't get into diagnostic genetics that much. I was working with data cancer, but I had knowledge for oncogenetics, but not in every aspect, like reproductive or pediatrics or anything, like different branches. So that time I felt, oh no, so maybe have I chosen something wrong? That was a very sad phase, I would say, in my life, where no one treated me as a genetic counselor, because just because I was into preventive genetics. Everybody would flaunt their diagnostic knowledge and everything, and it made me little bit upset. As a competitive child inside me, it will upset me definitely. So but then I started working with some people, some doctors who had good cases. And you know what, one thing I would say, no one said no to me, that no, you can't come to the clinic, you can't study like this. And nobody said like that. Everybody was like, okay, you, if you want to learn, you can come. Was like I was not understanding what to do. Then I talked to some doctors, and nobody said no, as I was telling you to me,
Mm.
like you can come to our clinic, you can study, like you can see the cases and everything. So Dr. Nandev Chopre helped me a lot understanding the diagnostic aspects of genetics, right?
Mm.
So he was the first person. And then my genetic counseling certification course, that was my first certification course from Dr. Nandev Chopre. He provides in Maharashtra. Okay.
Mm.
So he gave me a very beautiful understanding of everything, every diet, and he also gave me this, what you say, perspective that you do not have to be great in everything.
Mm.
Whatever you are doing, it is good. You can always learn. You are not a person who do not understand or who can't
Mm.
like learn anything. You can learn at any time of your life, right? So
Mm.
it depends on cases to cases, how many cases you have handled. According to that, you can learn. So he'll help me a lot. Then I went to some diagnostic companies as well, but I'm a little bit happy and sad as well because I was really enjoying preventive genetics, I guess. I don't know why, but I loved it that time. And then right now, nowadays, as we can say, preventive genetics is on boom, and everybody is asking about, okay, yeah, you know about preventive genetics, right? Can you just tell us? So now, yes. Okay, I am like, oh, yes, I am one of the people, rare people who has, experience in preventive genetics. Because of only this thing, I am here in Neura
Mm.
Screening Center. This is the AI screening center where we offer all preventive tests like CT scans, DEXAs, and everything. And this is a
Mm.
Japanese company. Because of my preventive, experience, preventive genetics experience, they have hired me. And
Yeah.
uh, they didn't even ask me, do you have any knowledge about diagnostics? And I was so happy that, okay, fine. I'm not very good in diagnostic. That doesn't matter really. What I'm good at, I'm doing it and I'm enjoying it. So now I'm really very happy because I do not have this dual mind that, okay, I could have done diagnostic one, I could have
Mm.
choose a diagnostic company at the start only. Now when, because I went to some interviews and they rejected me because in interview they ask you questions, right? Questions in the sense they give you scenarios of the cases and you
Mm.
have to answer that. So yeah, always it was always there, right? Rejections. My life is all rejection, 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 one success, rejection, 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 one success. So if I'm giving 100 interviews, I will be cracking only one.
We need to crack on.
But one thing I would like to say, I cracked a perfect one.
Yeah.
So that was the case, and now I'm the happiest person, I guess, in the world. And I'm enjoying my job, and this company is really good, and everything is nice, nice. And yeah, that was it.
So that brings me to my next question. What are the specific aspects of your work? If you can give me, some pointers that you find the most enjoyable.
First of all, talking to people.
Okay.
Here we do not get patients. Here we get a healthy person, asymptomatic, where they are
Yeah.
they have come to understand whatever going on in
Tanner.
their
Hmm.
body, right? For the prevention, like preventive testing. So talking to them and telling them about genetics and surprising them with the different, test what we can provide. Uh, that is the fun job, and plus understanding what they understand about genetics.
Hmm.
So everybody, because of this COVID, it turned everybody's life because they got to know a word called DNA.
Hmm.
It was there, but it was not like that. Okay, DNA thing is there. So some viral DNA can affect a whole human, race. uh, that was a very harsh thing. COVID was very harsh, right? So everybody, okay, they know the DNA test. Okay, something is there. So when I explain them, okay, this is the test, and you will get to know about your, susceptibilities, and this is
Hmm.
for lifetime. So talking to them about this kind of things, and plus also if they have any kind of family history, they'll tell me that okay, cancer history hai, jo koi bhi history hai. So according to that, I tell them to go for different tests, mostly preventive, but in case, because we are here for preventive screenings only, but in case in 50 people, one person is there who has a very strong family history. And till now, I'm here since one year and more, maybe 3 4 months, and we have got some cases where I felt that this person should go for diagnostic onco testing, hereditary cancer panel maybe. And like for my surprise, whatever I chose, like I chose some cases where I wanted to understand if they have this particular mutation, because as a genetic counselor and a little bit experience, I could see there is history and maybe there is some mutation, and nobody from their family has done the genetic testing. I wonder why maybe any doctor have not suggested them for going for this, because see, this is the thing, where genetic counselors are very important. Yeah, doctors have to do many things, you know. They're always because they have this workload like anything. They have to meet 1,000 people, they have to treat 1,000 people. So they do not have this time to have this conversation with people. So when I see this kind of, I have got 10 15 cases, out of that 12 cases was positive for different mutations. So, and when I talked to their oncologist, and they were like, okay, they were happy that okay, mutation is there. At least in future generation, they can think of, yeah. So, um, competition is another thing, but there should be more counselors in India, because when we talk to a family, we can go into deep and deep, and then only because after maybe first or second session, they'll start telling us, okay, this was the case, my this that uncle auntie whatever had this particular problem and everything like that. So, and plus because we cannot treat or some, like I can't prescribe any kind of medication or treatment to people, so I refer to geneticist, who is clinical geneticist, basically medical geneticist. I refer my cases to them that okay, this is the person, I did this test for him or her, and he's positive now. Please take care of this person. So that is what my work is now. So I'm a little bit in a happy space where I'm trying to help people. What advice would you like to give them, to the young women who are starting just now, who are in the early phase? What would you like to tell them? I would like to tell them it is okay if you are confused, if you do not know what you want to do or what you should do. That is okay, still okay. Again, I would like to say, explore whatever you want to, because at the young age you can do it. I still do it because I am a confused kid already. Like I want to do this and that, and every time I'm like, okay, is this good or is this good, something like that. That is still okay, so you can be fine. Think about that, whatever makes you happy. Even we had people, even my friends are still there, right? They are enjoying their work. But if you know that okay, this is not for you, maybe you are not made up for this, you can choose. Like you can try it and then choose wisely, and there is always an option. It is nothing, like I used to feel like that when it came to this preventive genetics, and I was not able to understand anything. I thought there is no option for me now. I should leave genetics, maybe I should join some kind of marketing firm where I can, because I, one thing I knew, that wherever the people interaction is there, I will be great in it. So you think of your positive things, positive strengths, and according to that work. You should understand yourself first. If you are happy, then only do the thing. It will make you happy and it will make others happy. Because when it comes to, if you're struggling to yourself, you're fighting with yourself, you can't make anyone happy. You can't be happy. So better way, do whatever you want to do, choose wisely, that okay, this is the thing I want to do, this is the thing I don't want to do. Don't get into people suggest. Take
Mindset,
suggestions
yeah.
from people.
Yeah.
Take suggestions, but do like whatever you want to do. That is the only thing I would like to, tell young people. Don't get into stress. Okay, I'm working for this and that, and I want to do this diagnostic one. I want to get certified this year only. That's okay. I failed. I failed twice. Oh, that's the saddest thing. Okay, it's okay. You always have options. You always have pura world ka time to give it to
Yeah.
yourself to study. I guess it was not my time to clear the exam. So maybe next year or next year or next year. Failure is fine, but get up, do your things, get a job, do whatever, new certifications or new learnings you want to do. That's it.
Great, great advice. I'll take it. I'll also take it. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll conclude our very great, good, or very happening interview. So, thank you again for being so candid and being so honest about your experience. It was not, matlab, it was a very normal conversation. It didn't feel it was coated at all at any level. You gave us a very honest, perspective of what happened and what is going on right now. And we really appreciate it. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me and giving this opportunity to me to talk.